especially in our culture. Sorry, when I get interrupted here. When I see this in our culture, so we're working, we're parents, we're doing all kinds of things, and it doesn't matter what starts it, what triggers it. But what happens is some of us can get stuck in this, what we call fight or flight, where we're supposed to go in it, come back out of it, but some of us get stuck there, and that can cause long-term issues. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to talk about frequencies, energy, and then we're going to let you experience it. So it's super cool. And Dr. Darlene, if you just want to unmute a minute and say hello. Hopefully I have your control where you can unmute. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can do that. Excuse my technical issues here. Oh, goodness.
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
How are you
perfect.
all doing?
Yep.
All right, so I'm delighted to be here with you, Joanna. Thank you for the invitation. Absolutely. So I'll do a real brief introduction of myself to those that don't know me. I am a neurosurgeon, neuroscientist, and frequency healing expert. I've been working in the frequency modulation space for, 26 years now. It's quite some time. And I've done that both on the invasive side surgically and recently the non-invasive side, which is amazing. So good news, no one's getting a hole drilled in their head today or anytime soon. So we have some wonderful strategies to share with you. Joanna has an amazing program. So I am happy to be here.
Awesome. I'm happy to have you. And as soon as I can get your video working, I will do that because I want everyone to see you. Okay, so I want to be very honoring of your time. We're going to move through this, but this is for your benefit and for you to calm down and relax today. And what you don't know is I've already made a playlist for you. I've already been playing it in the background, so that's a bonus. It's really going to help with the process today. Okay, why do symptoms happen? Well, we did touch on that just a little bit. What I see and what happens is when that brain gets stuck in that fight or flight situation, now that could be triggered by a trauma, a surgery, an accident, a long term chronic stressor. A lot of us just live in long term stress, or even if you were raised in a very fearful household. A lot of these things feed into it. Sometimes it's a quick thing, it throws us into it. Sometimes it's a long term, it builds up, it fills our bucket, and one day it just tips over. So I see it different ways. What I do is I'm a neuroplasticity coach and I teach brain retraining. What happens is our limbic system, which is in our brain, controls a lot of our body. There's so much power there. We can help our brain reprogram our body. But when that gets tripped up in the fight or flight state, it can start sending false messages to the body. And that can go back to the inflammation, the gut issues, even food intolerance, pain, all kinds of things. So we can retrain the brain to heal the body. Now, the cool thing is, and I want to have Dr. Darlene talk about this, is helping that process. So sometimes those emotions also get locked in our muscles and in our body. And by using and understanding energy and frequencies, we can help gently move those out of the body and help our nervous system relax and help calm our brain down before we start the healing, before we start some of the brain retraining. And that's what I've been training with her about, learning more about how we can do that. Dr. Darlene, let me try to get you on video. But the last thing I want to quickly say before I do that is something that I see a lot is resistance, and it's a real thing. So our brains can resist change. Why is it doing that? Even if it's healthy for us, our brain is made to protect us. It's doing its job. So when it gets stuck in fight or flight, just think of a caveman thing where we're being chased by a bear, or we've been in a car accident and we need to lift that car off of somebody. That is a protective mode that we're given. And thankfully to God, we have that. But again, we're supposed to move out of that when the crisis is over. But what happens is when we're stuck, resistance is real. The brain can view any kind of change, even good change, calming, joy, um, peace, creativity. It can view those as cautions or warnings or dangerous. Because why? Because we don't have time for that right now. We're protecting ourselves. We don't need all those things. So it can view change, even good change, as dangerous. So we call that resistance in the neuroplasticity world. Working with Dr. Darlene and frequencies and energy, what I've learned and the cool thing that I want to teach you today and have you experience is kind of a back door that I've found is when we use the energy and the frequencies to calm the body, calm the nervous system first, it gently relaxes that limbic system and helps us come out of fight or flight without forcing the brain into neuroplasticity changes. Now, once we start calming that, then we can start the training, and it's so much easier. So when we combine these methodologies, it amplifies the effect. And that's the really cool thing I want you to experience today. Okay, Dr. Darlene, let me get you my best guess at getting your video on here. If you have any help for this, help me because I'm a little technically challenged. If not, I'm just going to have you talk and I'll work on it while you're talking. Can you talk to us just a little bit about what you do, what you see in the energy and frequency world, and how you see that pairing with healing in neuroplasticity? Okay, unmuting. Boy, I'm having trouble with this.
No worries. No,
There
no
you
worries.
go. Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. So, in the world of neuroplasticity, first of all, one of the things I want you all to understand is this. When we think about neuroplasticity, often we think of structural changes in the brain, which can eventually happen, yes. And then we think about chemical changes in the brain, and that goes to what you were saying, Joanna, talking about fight or flight, right? We tend to think about fight or flight as this flood of chemicals, which absolutely happens, right? We get the epinephrine, we get the cortisol, and then everything tends to burn out over time, right? But the root of everything that you mentioned is frequency, right? We are frequency. And I know that concept may sound a little strange to people, but just because your body is solid, it is still frequency, just moving in such a way that it forms a physical form. And that is really critical for you to understand to start with, right? Because when you understand that we are a frequency, it is very easy to understand how other frequencies around us can influence us, right? So, oftentimes, like what you were talking about is, we get stressed or, we had traumatic experiences at the extreme, but it doesn't even have to be that. It can be something small. And what that does is it shifts our brain frequency into a pattern called beta, which is a very high, very fast frequency that we're designed to go in and out of, right? We're designed to go into beta when we need to get things done. But we are not supposed to stay in beta. We're actually supposed to move in and out of all the frequencies, come into a little slower frequency called an alpha frequency. That's actually a bridge frequency between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. And then even theta, which is your subconscious mind, right? We are designed to be in those. And one of the things I've found in working with my clients, both at the Wellness Center and then through frequency programs like Joanna is going to show you today, is that most people's nervous system is not in a place where they feel safe. Whether you consciously think you're safe or not, most of the time, your nervous system does not feel safe because it is in a beta state. It is in a high alert state. It's like you have alarms going off all the time. When that happens, we experience greater levels of pain, greater levels of inflammation, greater levels of anxiety. And here's the important thing. You can't heal in a beta state. You cannot heal in a beta state. We have to shift the brain into alpha. Alpha is a great frequency, especially for the somatic work, Joanna, I know that you do a lot with, and theta with the mindset work, right? We have to be able to shift into those states in order for all the other strategies to be helpful. So if you are someone who finds yourself trying all these things and nothing seems to be working, nothing seems to be helping you get out of stress, nothing seems to be helping you get out of pain, the problem is your nervous system needs a reset. And one of the ways to do that is shifting your brain into alpha or theta frequency, which Joanne is going to tell you an easy way that we can help do that.
Thank you very much. And if I could figure out how to make you a co-host, I would do it right now.
That's okay.
So
No worries.
I'm glad we can see your beautiful picture. So thank you for that amazing explanation. She could go on all day. I've learned so much from her, and I know I've barely scratched the surface. So thank you for that. So what I want to get started today is I want you to experience this. Before we do that, I want to show you the frequency software that Dr. Darlene uses in, I don't think she mentioned, she has a wellness center in Sarasota, Florida, which has all kinds of things in there. And this is one of the tools she uses. And then she's trained me to use it. And I want to use it with you today. So I want to show you how super cool it sounds. Let me just do a quick, you know what? I'm going to play the sound for you so we can get started. And then afterwards, I'll share my screen so you can see how simple and easy it is. Okay, tell me if you can hear this.
So one of the things I'll mention about these frequencies that I think is important is the fact that they are playing actually is helping you, whether you can hear it or not. These are a type of frequencies that are different from radio waves. Like radio waves, you have to be within a certain proximity in order to pick them up. But these are something called scalar waves or scalar frequencies that literally, if you were on, I'm going to call it the planet Pluto, because that's how I grew up, as it was a planet, then these frequencies would get to you. So, Joanna, if you share your screen with audio, it ought to play through the screen. But regardless, folks, you are experiencing the frequencies even without that.
Okay, here, let's do this real quick.
And it's literally at the push of a button. It's what I like to call a no-brainer. That's a neurosurgery joke.
Okay, how's that?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, we're going to stop there so I can get you going, but you can hear it. You kind of have the idea. Okay. All right, good. This is what I want you all to do. I'm going to play this in the background, but I'm going to mute it so that it's not bothering you. And like she said, we can listen to that. That can play to our biofield. It's not an auditory list, so we don't have to hear it. And sometimes those tones can be a little sensitive, especially if we're busy doing something else. So it's okay if you don't hear it. But the exercise today is I want you to get really comfortable wherever you're at. If you're at work, if you're in your car, if you're at home, hopefully it's a private space and you can just get comfortable, relax. Before we close our eyes, I want you to just do a quick grounding exercise. So we call it 3, 2, 1. Just take a scan around your room. Notice 3 things that you can see. Now notice 2 things that you can hear. And notice, let someone in here. Notice where you feel grounded. So are your feet on the floor? You can feel the ground. You can feel the earth. You're grounded. So that's grounding a little bit. Now close your eyes. We're going to do a little bit of breath work. Why do we do this? A couple reasons. One is it helps connect your subconscious to your conscious, and it calms the nervous system. So let's do 4, we're gonna breathe in on the count of 4, and we're gonna breathe out on the count of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Let's breathe out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it again. Breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Breathe out 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time. Breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Out for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now keep your eyes closed. This is a somatic exercise. Somatic just means body. I want you to notice what emotion is coming up for you the most today. What immediately floats through your mind? And this is the thing that you might be struggling with the most today. Now, do a body scan. It just means kind of scan your body. Your eyes are closed. Where are you noticing that emotion landing today? It's probably somewhere in there, and you can notice, is it in your chest? Is it in your stomach? Is it in your arm, your toe, your foot, your head? Now just take a minute to do a body scan and find it. Now, when you've located it, just notice. I want you to be a curious observer today. We're not forcing anything, we're just observing. Where is that in your body? Does it have a shape? Does it have a color? How big is it? How small is it? Is it burning? Is it radiating? Just take a minute to notice that. We're not judging. Now, once you've noticed that, notice, is there anything else that it might have to tell you today? Is it speaking to you? Not in a woo-woo way, but it's an emotion that's in your body. If it has something to say, what is it saying to you? Now, we're not judging it. We're a curious observer, okay? We're just watching it. Now, there's going to be a little bit of silence here, and I don't want you to be uncomfortable with the silence. Nobody's cameras are on, so just watch it. Allow it to be there without judging it, without being scared of it, without being mad at it, without anything. As you're just noticing it, I'm going to explain what we call outcome independence. It's just a fancy word for non-reacting. So in the pain management world, they use this a lot. We're not going to respond to this. We're not going to give the brain the satisfaction of responding in fear or anger or any of those things. We can sit with this big emotion and still be safe. Because what we're wanting our brain to learn is safety. So we can have a big physical sensation, we can have a big emotional sensation, and we can still be safe. It's okay. So I just want you to sit with that a moment, relax, calm yourself, be a curious observer, just notice it. If I was coaching you, we would sit here as long as it takes. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes. Sometimes it takes 15, 5. Each time you do it, it takes less. Stay there. I want you to notice, is it changing? Is the shape changing? The color? Is it dissolving? Is it shrinking? And if it's not, it's okay. There's no judgment. Just going to sit with that another few seconds here and notice. Now, for the sake of time today, we're going to kind of move out of this, but I want you to notice what's happening. Take a few more deep breaths in to close our session. So let's breathe in again for 4. Hold it. And out for 6. Breathe in one more time. In for 4. Out for 6. As you open your eyes and come out of this relaxing state, remember I've been playing frequencies over you, and I made a lunchtime playlist of stress-free for you. Notice what changed, anything shift for you, even slightly. If it did, would you be willing to put that in the chat? Anything you noticed? Do you feel a little lighter, a little more relaxed? Did that emotion in your body change? Did it go away? More grounded, more grounded, I hear. Anybody else? Oh, wow, shoulder pain went away. Big one. Hey there, I know you just signed in. I'll send you a replay. Anybody else notice any kind of shift? Calmer. Good. So sometimes there's a lot going on here. Little less intense in my abdomen, and it was moving. Yeah. So not only are we playing frequencies to our body and to those places and those emotions, we're also giving our nervous system a timeout. Less tension running through my neck. Yeah. Awesome. I love that you got a shift. Feeling less hurried, feeling less tense. Awesome. This is one tool that I use. This is a somatic tool, and there are different somatic tools. I also use a whole toolbox of different tools. So I am so happy that you were able to experience the frequencies along with the somatic exercise. And a lot of you felt a shift, a calm, less tense. You noticed the emotion changing. If you repeat this exercise at home later or another time, set your clock timer, your phone timer. See how long it takes for that to dissolve. Sometimes it'll be a higher amount of time when you start. The next time you sit with that same emotion, it usually goes down. And so you start to train and teach your body and your mind to allow that to leave. And again, that you're safe. You're holding it safely without judgment. I hope you enjoyed that exercise. And I thank you for sharing about it. So I wanted to show you, I promised you I would share my screen and share the scanner. What I do, and what I want to talk to you about real briefly before we leave, is I'm a neuroplasticity coach that I've learned frequencies and the importance of energy. I have put together a 30-day reset to reset your nervous system. This isn't the full deep healing. This is not, although people do get healing in 30 days. This is the foundation, phase 1, to get everything calmed down, to calm the limbic system and the nervous system. And you saw how just one 10-minute exercise helped today. What my goal was with this is most people here, most people dealing with this are on overdrive. You're in a rush, you're hurry, your brain's on it's on adrenaline and cortisol a lot. So adding one more thing to your plate is difficult because the brain is like, I don't want one more thing to do. So, how can I make this simple and easy and gentle that fits into your life, that is your lifestyle, that isn't more work for you? I worked really hard on this and I know it works because people have already experienced it. I put together a very simple app on your phone. It's 30 days. You click the button, day one, I'm here. I lead you through an exercise just like I did today. Lower back pain gone. All right. And then the amplified effect is the scanner, the frequencies. Super easy software, going to quick show you. Click a button, play it. You can even do these together in your same 10 minutes. And you look what you got today, just in 10 minutes. So I'm going to quick show you this. I'm going to drop those links in the chat for anybody that actually has to leave, and there'll be a replay. And I want to show you the software really quickly. Super cool. Okay, so here's the AO scanner. Hopefully you can see this, everyone. It says it's sharing. Very easy. This is the home screen. This is it. That's all there is to it. I would start you very quickly in the beginning with clearing. Do you hear that? Every morning we clear, we shield. That one's a little lighter. You can't hear it. And then we ground. And these frequencies are, some reason I don't hear that one. There we go. This was very soothing and has nature sounds, but it has the frequencies included, so you're hearing those. See how easy that is? Super duper easy. Back to your home screen. Bada bing, bada boom. That's very easy, very powerful. And then my app, which is 30-day app. Click here. You see me in the morning, hello, and I guide you through an exercise like I just did. That is it, okay? Two things powerful together, very powerful and amplify their effects together. So those, oops, I think Darlene wants to chime in here.
No, I was posting links for everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for including those. It's hard to do both at the same time. So this is set up as a 30-day for your scanner and 30 days for your app. Now, it would be easier if those were all in the same link, but they're not. The scanner is a completely different software. I don't own that, but it's super powerful and awesome. And it's very affordable, in my opinion. It has a $49 one-time setup fee and $149 for the month. It is a subscription, but we cancel it at the end of 30 days if you don't want to continue with that. I think you're going to love it, and you can use it on your family and your friends. There's no amount to the scans you can do. Secondly, my 30-day app is just $30. It's $1 a day. And those have to be registered separately. So the links are in the chat. I know some people already have my app and they just want the scanner. I know some people have the scanner and they just want the app. So if that fits you, pick your link and choose those. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I will send a replay. I will send an email with all that information. But I want to thank you for being here. And I want to thank you for the exercise that you were willing to do. We start this 30-day reset on Sunday, and I will be doing every Sunday for 4 weeks. I will do a group call. It's optional. You don't have to be in it, but I want to be there to support you, answer questions, anything you need. So if you have any questions, let me know after this. I'm going to let Dr. Darlene say something before we go. Drink a lot of water today. You did a lot more work than you think you did. Your body was working hard on its emotions today. Remember your breath work. And I hope to see you in the 30-day reset. Dr. Darlene, would you like to say anything before we close?
Yeah, I want to say how powerful this is. And, sometimes because of all the things that we have tried in the past, we think it has to be hard. We think it has to be a lot of work. But actually, there's power in simplicity. So what you did today is powerful, and you will find that even over the next few hours that you will continue to get a benefit from this. So given that you got a benefit, I mean, we saw pain going away, people feeling calmer, more grounded. Imagine how your life will change with 10 minutes a day for 30 days. And so I strongly encourage you to take a look at this program. If you don't have the scanner program, definitely access that. And if you don't have Joanna's 30-day app, you need to get on over there and get that because it is absolutely powerful and amazing with simple, straightforward exercises like this that have strong transformative power.
100%. And if we had another 30 minutes, I would have you tell all the testimonials. I've heard so many. It's incredible. I know we're short on time and I want to honor that, but the tools are amazing and the way they amplify each other is, I think, cutting edge. I don't know that many people putting these methodologies together. So you guys are on the front end of this. All right, so thank you all for showing up. I'm going to send an email with all this information and a replay. And if you have questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. Email me, chat me, message me. And Dr. Darlene, I can't thank you enough for being here today. We really appreciate you. She's the best.
My pleasure. Thanks.
All right. All right. Have a great day, everybody.